Welcome guys, this is Claudette with Miss Puff Creative Corner. Today I'm going to share with you some cards that I partake in a swap group on Facebook. So this month was Fun Fold cards. So I have 9 Fun Fold cards to share with you and 2 other regular cards to share with you that came into the mail a little later before I did the previous video. And these 2 that I'm going to share with you last month was to make cards displaying Stampin' Up! New in colors. So I'll share those 2 with you and then we'll jump into the Fun Fold. So if you're new to my channel, you like this kind of stuff, consider hitting the subscribe button as well as the bell icon so you can be notified when I upload my latest videos. So stick around if you want to check out these cards, okay? So these are pretty cool cards, man, especially these Fun Fold cards. So you learn different tips and how to create different cards, and it's nice to swap because you could put this in your arsenal of card ideas and you could always refer back to it. Some of the ladies even give written instructions on how to recreate it and the inspirations where they got it from, whether somebody on YouTube, and they put reference in here to that. That's good for me to keep in my little arsenal of cards, so you know I could always go back and recreate those if I choose to. Now the cards, other 2 cards that was from last month's swap that came in to the mail a little later is this lady right here, Lucy. She is in the UK, so hers came in a little late, so it's just awesome to get a card even from somebody all the way in the UK. And she used the stamp set, let's see here, she wrote me a little note and then she said, let's see, the stamp set she used was Rays of Light and circle sayings, and she talked about the colors that she used, which was Yellow Lolly, I believe it's called, and Bubble Bath. It's that pink. So she used this stamp set here, which I didn't get much to play around with it, but I think this is just a beautiful background stamp. So you could see here it doesn't even look like it, right? So whereas she placed her circle right in this area and she positioned her card this way. So this is so beautiful how that pink and yellow looks together. And she stamped this circle in sentiment here and the cupcake here and this circle cut out. And what it looks like is she took a marker and edged it with that pink bubble bath, because it's not another layer there. So it looks like you have another layer underneath there. And then she also did it with a black marker and this rectangle shape here layer too as well. That's just one layer right here. Just one layer. But she just take a marker and edge it up with black ink so it makes it look like it's another layer. So that's a tip that you could use when you create in your cards. She adds some little diamond sparkles right there, and then she incorporated the pink and the yellow within that cupcake. Then in the inside she went ahead and stamped some rays above her sentiment, and it says because you're awesome. So it goes back with the theme of sun rays. That is a beautiful card, and not everyone layers inside of their card. I like, even if it's a white card stock, I like to layer in my inside of my card. It just makes it a little, you know, substantial, I think, you know, much heavier. But you know, you have to consider mailing, especially she was mailing from the UK. But this is just a beautiful card. I love it. So next up, this other card here is from Dawn, and she used the color Berry Burst. And I just like the clear packaging that they put these in, the clear envelope, and Stampin' Up! Sell those too as well. And I'm sure if you look, you could probably find these on Amazon too as well. But I think that's just neat to package your cards like that. It keeps it nice and clean. Let's see. This card is by Rachel, and she was inspired by Dawn Griffith on the card layout. And so this is in the Berry Burst. She stamped and die cut out those flowers. You could feel the ridges and the little sprigs in the back. She add those bronze looking butterflies. She embellished her sentiment in gold embossing powder here, and she also has that popped up and dimensionals. So she has a couple layers, she has the white layer here, and then she has a strip of designer series paper here along the side. In the inside she left it blank, but she put a layer of white cardstock so I could put whatever sentiment I want in the inside. So I'll just leave these here so it give you something to look at as we go through the other cards. Now let's go ahead and we're going to start here with our fun fold card. So that was for this month of July to do fun fold cards. So she used her ice cream cone. It's like it's a square, and she turned the angle and it have that diamond look. And then here you open it up there. I could add white cardstock if I want here too as well, but no, she have a sentiment happy birthday here. So let's see what she says here. It seems like she sent directions on how she created this. Yeah, so that's directions on how she created this card. So if you guys are interested in any of these, if I have the instructions, let me know in the description box down below. And this card is from Carla. And she was saying, she talked about she used Blackberry Bliss, Balmy Blue, Rococo Rose, Terracotta Tile, Bumblebee, Cinnamon Cider. And she talked about the ice cream designer series paper and sweet ice cream stamp set. So that's beautiful. That's nice that she sent the directions to create that. And you have that triangle look right there. You have that point right here too as well. I could even add white cardstock over here and make for writing additional little notes. And it says treat yourself here to the back, or in the front I should say. And she has like Stampin' Up little sign right there. I wonder if you could put it up to stand up. So that's that one. Let me just make sure I keep this directions with the correct card. Okay, so next, let's see what we got here. This looks like a Z fold card, and this is from Diana. And this is nice and thick. She has several layers here. She has 2 layers there. She has 2 layers on here. And then she layer each of these little rectangles up. She layer in here and here, and she stamp happy birthday. And you could stamp on your designer series paper, guys. Don't be afraid to stamp on your designer series paper. Right here where it has a news flash, she went ahead and stamped on that. So you could stamp on your designer series paper. So, and then she stamped down here too as well. So this is a birthday card. Really nice. Nice and colorful. Oh, and look at this one. Hey there. So this was an older stamp set with the donkeys here. And let's see, who's this one by? This is by Avis. And she has hers in one of these clay envelopes. Let's see what it says here. So it gives the instructions on how to do it, but it doesn't say the name of the type of fun fold card. See, but this is different. Right? It looks like she just have one piece of cardstock here to the back, and that is measuring 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Then she have the designer series paper here. This is a longer piece because you could see where it's full right here. It has that solid fold line. And the designer series paper is measuring 5 1/4 by 12. Then you're going to score it at 2, 4, 6, and 8. Then you cut your circles out and you apply your little images. So that is cute. And that's nice that she sent the directions. And you know, if I want, I could write in here too, write a little message here. Or I could get creative and just add a smaller piece of clear paper. But this is light enough where I could write a sentiment on it. But that's different. Just want to make sure I keep these together. And you just have to be so careful with some of these adhesive and these stickies that they don't rip your paper off, your layer of your cardstock off. Okay, so next what we have is this cute little turtle. It says hello there. And again, let's see, this is sort of like the, almost like this one, right? But the only thing, it doesn't have that point right here. You just have a straight line here. That's nice. She add the little turtle, you know, die cut him out a little circle, and that circle have stitching around it. And I love the little green sentiment. The ink that she used, it coordinates with her cardstock. She have some little gems right there, and she has those in, I think those are copper, but that's my favorite gem, those copper gems. And then you open it up here, you have that little diamond look here, just like this other card here too, that you have that look. Right, same look. She add her designer series paper here and here, and you have room to write here. And then she says this is called a diamond fold, and this is by Brenda. And she tells about all the colors that she used and the designer series paper if I choose to recreate the same design. So very cute. Okay, so this person went ahead and embellished the envelope. So I'm pretty sure it's going to match their card. It's nice and thick. And this one here is from Lori. And she went ahead and she sent directions in color. Okay, so this is called a center bay window fun fold card. She gave all the instructions and the measurements, which is pretty cool. So let's see. And when you have these fun fold cards, sometimes it's like, oh, how do I open it? And you have to be so careful that you don't rip it apart. And they have that little lip right there. This little segment right here is pop up and dimensional, and it's popped up and dimensional, so this could fit right in there and keep that shape open. And then you could sit it up here on your desk. You see, and then she have the sentiment here on white, and she has that 3 different layers. She add her sequence. When I open it, it was missing a sequence. I just added that sequence. It still matches. And then let's see, so she have in the back where you could write your message. She add a little bit of cardstock back here, a designer series paper on top of the white cardstock. And those are nice fun colors. That's a different design, and nice that someone could display it on their desk. I'm so happy that they include the instructions with it. I mean, I sent my fun fold, but I didn't include any instructions with it. So that is that one. Then this other one, this next one here is from Sandra, and I just love this peachy soft color and this bow. Isn't that gorgeous? The presentation is so nice, and I have it upside down. Just a note to let you know that someone thought of you. And it's nice that the beautiful thing, one beautiful thing about Stampin' Up! Is that the color coordinates. Look at this ink that she stamped that with. It matches with the ribbon, the designer series paper, as well as this where she inked this up, and she watercolored that as she colored it with blends. She adds some copper rhinestones there, and let's fold this. And I think she left a message that she created a flap with it, or a pocket. I don't know what I did with her paper that it came with, but I think she said she created a pocket. Let's see if I have something that I could stick in there. So she said this is a pocket. So you could put a gift card in here. So that's nice that you could put a gift card in here. So she created a basic card, add a little edge here, so it has like an extra fold, and then she add a little mini card here to the top of that, so it folds in like this, out like that. Very nice. So it's different ways to add your little attachment to your basic card and just make it different, make it your own design. Let me see if I could get this bow tied back. Ah. These silky bows are not the easiest to tie. All right, there we go. Okay. All right, beautiful. So the next one here, I just love these colors, and then her coloring. Look at this color. Isn't that pretty? Let's see who's this one from. This one here is from Stephanie, and she said she used Happy Birthday to You bundle scallop contour dies, birthday balloons for the sentiment, Simply Marvelous DSP designer series paper, and adhesive back seasonal sequence. So this is by Stephanie. I don't remember what color card is this one. Color card stack. That is gorgeous, huh? And look how, like I said, Stampin' Up has coordinating pieces, you know, and that is just beautiful. And how she colored that in, back that up with some dimension. Actually, she has, and I just like that, she cut out additional flowers and she layered that up, and she colored underneath. If you could see underneath there, she add dimensional. I forgot what style that is, but she just cut out extra flowers to add on top of the flowers that's already on the cake. She made the cake simple white with some gray edging. Her sequence, happiest of birthdays, and that swirly designer series paper. Look at that little touch with the green and the same colors here to the top. Beautiful. I love this. You know, so you have that window here and you have the sentiment. She has the little edging here with the scallop dies, and it just looks like one piece, right? But as you open it up, you have that there, and she has like a card inside of a card. You see that? She has a scallop die cut out here too as well, and this is just a card she placed inside of a card and have that cut out. Pretty cool. I love that. And that again is from Stephanie. I have to look up and see what color this is, this cardstock. If you guys know, drop it in the comment down below. Okay, so next we got this one from Janet, and she was inspired by Karen over on YouTube with the back porch stamping. So let's see what this card is called. Let's see if it has a name. So she sent the instructions on how to put this together, and I don't know if what it's called, but it's like 4 corner squares. So anyway, so this is just on one layer. It does not open, and then is on one basic layer. It's not a card that opens, okay? So it's just a flat layer. She layered it up here with the white cardstock, a strip here. She adds a sentiment and the butterflies. Those are pop up with some dimensionals now, and then she add a little butterfly here. So this is like a pinwheel kind of style, and I guess you open it up like that. So you could put a little extra, a little something in here, I guess. And then she have, so he made you. God wanted to brighten up the world, so he made you. And she has a large big butterfly that she cut out there. It seems like it's cut out from designer series paper. All right. And now to put that back together. So I'll just put this on the side, and then I would have to figure out how this goes back together without bending it up, right? Okay. And that is from Janet. All right, last but not least, so this card here is from June, and she made a card that was inspired by Mary Detteridge of Stamps and Lingers on YouTube. And this is a diamond easel card. Oh, this is so beautiful. The colors are gorgeous and that. Can you guys see that? Look at the envelope. And she did emboss with like a honeycomb folder. She put a little honeybee right down there. That is nice. Man, if you could coordinate your envelope and your card. But this is, oh, a nice weight. You could see that it's so many layers on here. The bow is just a knotted bow. The ribbon coordinates with the cardstock, and that peach and green looks so nice. That's like a dark forest green, and like the browns and like the peach, dark peach color. Just nice. She add the little bronze butterflies here. You could see the back. She adds some dimensionals to the flower. She have some little sprigs in the brown, and then she have those to the back. She has the brown right here too, where she did her coloring in her it looks like alcohol marker she used. Look at this. So that's that square again turned into a diamond, and it opens up and you have that. That is so beautiful. What a display. Oh my goodness. She put a lot of work into that. And imagine, I don't know how many cards that she swapped, but isn't that gorgeous, guys? And then you have the same diamond look and the spacing in between that you could see that peach color. And then you have that wood grain designer series paper there. And that same die cut right there. She has it there, and it's almost in the same spot as the one on top. And then the green writing, that's like a lighter green than the forest green. And then she have a sentiment up here. Where would I be without a friend like you? I couldn't wait for a special occasion. This one say, just a card to say you're amazing. And like the designer series paper, like how you have to get this exact where the flowers are going in the correct direction. I could see myself messing that up and the flowers all over. And then in the back right here, she carried that die cut out right here. Stay wonderful. I just love that small boop of green sentiment right there. So I like the two different green tone, that lighter green and the forest green with that peach. The brown, oh my gosh, that's just a beautiful color combo. I love this. All these ladies did an amazing job. And I have a slew of different ideas that I could run to when I need it. And with instructions on, and plus YouTube instructions too, where they got their inspirations. You don't have to have the exact thing. You could recreate these using different stuff that you have within your stash. If you guys enjoyed today's video, go ahead and smash that like button down below. That would be greatly appreciated. I hope you guys got creative value from today's video. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is Claudette, and I'll catch you guys on my next video.